So I've got a cracking day in the Highlands to actually review a nice little trainer plane. Well, could be nice. It comes in decent little box. Everything's all included with it, and it's basically ready to go. As you can see, it's got 3 channels, RC plane. It really is a trainer basic one, auto leveling. Can't do any stunts or tricks with it, but it could be good. I'm not a brilliant pilot with the planes by any means, so yeah, perhaps they've sent this to me for a damn good reason. Let's pop it out the box. I've obviously got it out indoors, and I've just charged the batteries up and put some batteries in the transmitter, so we're ready to go. But I just thought I'd show you how it comes. She's, like I say, assembled, all ready to go, and the box is quite handy because you don't have to fold things up or attach anything to it, and it all goes in really nice, and it's well protected in here as well. I had no issues with it at all. As you can see, quite a simple design, and this thing will take knocks and everything. Even at my level, I think, of flying, it could probably cope with it. It's pretty robust. I think it's I think these are called EPP foam. It's like polystyrene foam. You get a little battery with it as well. I think it's one of our favourite sort of 380 milliamp hour single cell with a little I think this is the micro JST connector. I will put it down if I've said that wrong. I haven't played around with one of these for ages. Haven't actually done much flying at all this year, through lots of reasons. And then it just simply sits in there, and then you simply pop it back together. Okay, you get a little bag of spares. You've got a charger for it, which is just a USB charger, so you can charge it in the car, on your laptop or your computer, or at home with the mains adapter. It took just on getting on for an hour, I think, to charge it, and I would imagine that's pretty normal with these. You get a spare propeller with it, and you get a little Phillips screwdriver as well, just to take it apart. Mind you, there's not a lot to take apart. Literally, that screw takes the wings off, and then that's about all you can do on it, to be honest. The other thing that's handy with a Phillips screwdriver, you can get into the battery bay area. It takes 3 AA batteries, and it doesn't come with those. Everything else it comes with. So we've got our throttle here. The actual yaw, I would call that, doesn't actually do anything on this. You've got the ailerons, so that will point it, I always get confused with this, that will point it downwards, and this will pull it, and it will go upwards. Push it to the right, and it will turn to the right, and push it to the left, it turns to the left. So ailerons and an elevator on there. Onto the transmitter, you do need 3 AA batteries for it. It doesn't come with those. That's the only thing it doesn't come with. Now, it does say it's got dual rates, so that'll be interesting to see how it changes anything. I had a quick look at it indoors. Couldn't actually see that it was changing anything much. We'll just see how it goes. We've got our trim buttons here. All these other buttons are dead. We've got our throttle here, makes it go faster and slower. Push this forward, and it will push it into a dive. Pull it back, and it will start to ascend. Push it to the right, it rolls to the right. Push to the left, goes to the left. It's really simple. And as you can see, the actual setup here is pretty good. When I plug it in, I'll show you how it auto levels and everything, which again, I haven't actually flown it. As you can see, it's immaculately clean, especially for my reviews. You can tell I haven't flown it yet. The instructions are really good, actually. If you're new to flying, it runs through everything. It's really nicely done, and all the spare parts and everything that I've just run through anyway, and the controls I've just actually done on the transmitter as well. And that's about all you've got to go with it in explaining, you know, diving and ascending, etc. So yeah, it's all pretty good, actually. I'll show you how to bind it up in a second, and then basically hand launch, hand catch, I would imagine, or probably we'll rely on gravity working, and the Scottish Highlands do tend to grab planes and quads quite easily. Okay, so turn on the transmitter first of all. You get a beep from it, as you heard, and then you plug the plane in. There is a little battery holder in the bottom, which is quite nice, stops it slopping around. Just got to plug that in, and I heard it sort of fire up there, which is good. And then you simply, to bind, you go up and down, and then we're all done. And as you can see, the ailerons are working away like mad, and the elevators will work as we do that. That's basically all it does. So you can see it's sort of self-stabilising. Now, I literally haven't flown this, as you can tell. It is very clean and very nice. So I'd be interested to see how we get on with it first of all. And I'll throttle again. So it's pretty gentle throttle. They ain't going to do an awful lot, but we'll see how we go. Well, first things first, it certainly flies. Well, it's actually quite nice. Whoa! It might need a little bit of trimming. Yeah, it's actually quite cool. Whoa, nearly did a loop-the-loop there. Oh, I wonder if I can kill the throttle and do a loop-the-loop. I'm sure I can. Oh, I don't know, it's not far off. No, perhaps not. I can actually slow it down a fair bit as well. You hear the motor there, just nice and slow. As a trainer, I guess it would be okay, I guess. Oh, that was almost inverted, I would say there. I can't see how it could do that, but it did. Yeah, definitely needs some trim on it. Just, like I say, planes aren't my forte. Actually flies really nice. It'll kill the throttle. Oi! Whoa, and it turns as well. Look at that real slow turn. Whoa! I think we're running out of power. Now, to be perfectly honest, that battery has sat in the car for 2 or 3 days and we've had freezing temperatures here in the Highlands. So that didn't last particularly long. I've got another little spare battery with me, but I'll just give that a quick go. But actually, I'm quite impressed with that. For a trainer, the only thing I would question was, I think it's about 30 quid when I did the review. You can buy other planes around that price, and I'll put links into the ones I've done reviews on. And also you've got other planes that have, for another few quid more, you can get much higher ones, better quality, I would say, and everything. But as a trainer, I reckon that thing's pretty good so far. Okay, we're at -4 overnight. It's -2 when I'm out flying. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. Beautiful day. So it'd be very rude not to come out here and just finish off this review. I'm quite impressed with this little thing. For a trainer one, it's pretty good, I think. Well, it definitely does its own little loops, actually. I wouldn't say it's very controlled, but it's certainly doing, whoop, there we go. It sort of flies inverted as well, which is kind of weird, but I think the actual stabilisation sort of gets a little bit tied up in itself. See if I can do that where you can actually see it. There you go. You could look at that. Let's see where they keep it banked round. There we go. Whoa! It's not the most stable of things, I must admit. It flies all right. It's just your control's a little bit different to what I would imagine it was going to be, to be fair. Nice. Look at this. Lovely. Slowing down. Slower, slower, slower. Does fly quite well. It's certainly only aimed at beginners, I would say. Anyone who's flown fixed wing before, I think would find it rather boring. I think. Well, there you go. Look at that. See it? Oh! You can see it did do a sort of complete roll and a loop, which is kind of weird for something that's self-stabilising. Let's just see how we get on. Well, no, everything's fine. Yeah, perfect. Ha! Put it into dual rates. Oh, it does turn tighter when it's in dual rates. Yep. Also, the dual rates do work. I thought at the beginning they didn't, to be honest. It's actually quite a nice little fly now. I'm sort of getting the hang of it. Yeah, definitely dual rates is definitely adds a little bit to it. Look, I'm doing nice. I'm really off on the throttle now. Just literally doing some nice, whoop. There we go. That's what I mean. You can almost get it into a spiral. Ha! This thing's actually quite good fun. Sorry, ignore my earlier comments on it. Actually, pretty good, I'd say. And this battery I charged up now. Interestingly, on the batteries, I've had this with several of the sort of smaller batteries running these little 380 ones. By the way, you can buy about 5 of them for about a tenner, so you can get loads of flight time if you like. I'm really off on this throttle, and it's turning and doing everything nice. It's good. The sorry about the battery. The actual charge they supplied it with only charges it up to 4.1. It was the highest I could get it. I tried it 2 or 3 times and it charged it quite quickly, actually, like 20-30 minutes, but it was literally it's nowhere near full charge. So I've left it at that because that's what it's come with, but I've had several of the little USB chargers for these sort of things, and quite often one you'll pick out will charge it up to 4.22, which it should be charged at 4.2, and then other ones will charge it up to like literally 4.05. I've had 4.05 I've had as a really low one. Look at this is actually quite cool. Oh, yeah, sorry. As what I said about it earlier, I think I'm definitely losing battery power. Oh, there we go, I'm going to kill that. Yeah, definitely lost it there. So it is actually quite nice. I think I was just flying it in the low rates. It doesn't handle particularly well, and you sort of get that sort of weird inverted almost loop, and then it sort of spiral dived, which is very strange for something that's self-stabilising. And at one stage I swear it was inverted. Yeah, you see? When it's inverted, it's almost, yeah, look at that. Yeah, it sort of would fly inverted if you could just launch it inverted. So that's going to be a bit weird, isn't it? But I think, yeah, my battery's definitely gone. I'll just give it another quick go just in case. Oh no, it's definitely gone. You can feel it, it's just sort of almost into a stall now. Bonk, I'm going to kill the power so you don't damage the prop as it lands. Had a couple of smacks as you saw there with no damage on it at all. So as a trainer, pretty good fun I think, if you're brand new to it. See what price it comes out at. Like I say, there's other planes around that I've reviewed, and I put some links down in description so you can go and have a look at those. But yeah, again, as I always say, it's your hard-earned cash. But this one's pretty impenetrable. I would imagine you could just smack this around. It's never going to come in too fast because it doesn't fly too fast. And I quite like the fact you could throttle it right off and then almost in a stall, and we're still getting nice controllable turns when we were in the high rates. Low rates didn't appear to work particularly well, so that's where I was going wrong. Okay guys, hope you've enjoyed that one, and like I say, it's your hard-earned cash and it's your kids' inheritance you're spending, so spend it wisely, or just damn well enjoy yourself with it. That's what I tend to be doing. Hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.